Okay, so happy Wednesday. Continued on with our Waywatcher run, Azrai Waywatcher. Again, this is the Old Realms, which is a mod for Bannerlord. And, sorry, it's a Warhammer mod. And I have Gimpy. So last week I really noticed this. I don't know how I missed it so much, but I made Gimpy too short. Gimpy's a little short. He's the shortest elf ever. Anyway, focusing on bows, of course, as a Waywatcher. Gonna be working two-handed weapons as much as we can, trying to get him a two-handed axe if we can. Bows is almost maxed out. The only way this is going to go any higher, really, after this particular deep quivers and horsemaster stuff is getting his control up, which only happens, every couple of level ups? I think we should be getting another point at level 20. I think that's how that works. Because it doesn't really say, does it? But anyway, every now and then we get a point to put into our abilities here, or attributes. Hey, anyway, so bow, riding, of course, it's getting better. Dabbling in smithing, we might take a look at that here in another minute or two, see how we're doing. Scouting, he started off as a scouter, or as our scout, but we now have a Waywatcher or one of our Glade Guards. I think it's the Waywatcher's our scout now. Tactics, of course, is our leader. Leadership. Started off with a little bit of medicine, but no big deal. We have a surgeon now. One of our spell singers. Spell singers is our surgeon now. Steward, of course. Need to work on that. And faith from doing blessings and stuff at the various shrines out there. And faith is basically determines how long the blessings last. They start off at somewhere around 2.5, 3 days. But as your faith goes up, it gets longer and longer. I think he's up to like 4.5 days. Maybe a little bit longer for how long his lasts. Doesn't actually get prayers, despite what they may say here. He does not get prayers during combat because he is special. As a Waywatcher, he's got a special ability, a career ability, the Arrow of Kurnos, which can do more things than just plain up damage. And depending on how you take up the different branches of the tree here. And we suffer from a damage over the time effect on impact. That's from the arrow. It's a special shot. Not shooting an arrow increases the chance your next arrow explodes on impact. Still not exactly sure what this means. I'm guessing the longer you take to take a shot, or to shoot an arrow, there's a better chance for it to explode. I haven't seen one explode yet, I don't think. But we'll see. Anyway, so. And these open up based on the tier of your clan. Currently, our clan is knocking on tier 4, I think. Nope, not even close. Not even halfway through 3. So we got a long time to go before we get to 4. And then our actual party, but we'll look at them this way. So, Gimpy, glorious leader. Then we have Even. Typo in the name, I think. I think that should be a capital Y, but I'm not sure. And my Glade Captain, I believe she is leading our cavalry. I think she's our cavalry person. It's not a big deal, but anyway, that's her. Then we have our Glade Captain, and this one's either leading cavalry or infantry. It's, that's their jobs. One's infantry, the other is cavalry. Don't know which one is which. Just by looking at them. We have to look at their gear. Because one of them has a horse, the other one doesn't. Okay, and then we have our first spell singer. She is our surgeon as well. She's the highest medicine at 63. And we have our Waywatcher, who's leading the archers. Yeah, he's leading the archers. As you can see, he's also our scout at 106. And another spell singer. She is helping out with buffs and stuff. And then the other spell singer, this one does damage with her magic. We'll look at their spell books in a second, like right now. The spell books. Only the spell singers have spell books for the elves. In this case, this is the one that does damage. We gave her this nice little spell called Hailstorm. Basically just throws rocks on enemies at range. Just help out with the damage production. And then she does Barkskin and regrowth. They all have regrowth, so they all can do healing stuff. But the bark skin is a nice little armor buff for troops that she cast it on. And then you have Shield of Thorns, which is like a little damage shield, right? Reflects 25% of incoming melee damage. So again, another group type buff. We could give him some other spells, I just don't know what exactly. We could go down to the Fetid Cloud, this little poison cloud. Not sure how effective it is, but it's a nice, if we could have 3 of those up, maybe we can do that. These are only like 10,000. We might do that since we're sitting in a town right now. Give all 3 of them it so they can do a little bit more damage at range. Anyway, so that's the 3 of them. Party. So currently we have a max of 167 troops in our army. We've got 38 infantry, 70 archers, 9 regular cavalry, and 50 mounted archers. Dun, dun, dun. And so for our archers, they're special. They get to have magic arrows. It costs you, I guess the special currency for the Azrai elves is forest harmony. This is all based on, what territories they control and, that kind of thing. As you can see, there's a lot of negatives, so we're kind of at, it's kind of hard to build up harmony at the moment through controlling territory, but there's another way to do that. And if you have a spellcaster, a spellsinger in your group, after combat, you have a chance to summon or recruit treekin, or basically dryads, little tree men, right? And you can either keep them in your army, although they do eat up forest harmony as an upkeep, their income, basically. And so you can keep them around. They're pretty tough infantry, but what we do, you can actually take them back to the Oak of Ages and release them there in exchange for forest harmony at a rate of 10 forest harmony per dryad. And so if you have enough of them, you can actually get your forest harmony up to a certain level where you can get buffs and all this other fun stuff. But the downside is, you have to give up the dryads in the case, and that means leaving spots open in your army too, in order to, rescue them, basically. So it's a way of going, and we've done it a few times, and so we have some buffs out there making our army bigger and some other things. But eventually, what we want to do is get this territory under control and get a nice production of forest harmony, which is taking longer than it should because the elves are stupid. So anyway, as I was saying, the archers, they can actually have put magic effects on their arrows. And there's 2 types. There's the Swift Shiver Shards, which is a damage, right? Is that green? Yeah, they did 15% more damage as the Swift Shivers. And there's also the Hagbane Tips, which are slowing. So we have a mixture of them. And so basically shoot them with those, slows down troops, and so they can get pelted more by more arrows, so they die, right? Again, so... And as a result, we have 5 groups. These are the top end on this side. And then that's right, Waywatcher Sentinels. Where are you guys? You're up there. So we have 25 of these guys. They're doing a lot of damage. So the scouts, we need more of them. But here we want to maintain 10, if we can, of each one of these 3 groups, simply because it gives us, a little bit more versatility with their arrows between snaring and damage. So that's how that's working. And then the Glade Riders, these are horse archers. Even though these guys are all ready to be leveled up, we're not going to, because they are much better as the Glade Riders than the Glade Knights. Glade Knights are they're just cavalry, right? They don't have any ranged attacks. These guys have ranged attacks, and they're horse archers, so they run around and shoot people. They're really effective. And they have magic arrows too. So, and they're using the extra damage. As you can see right there, 15% magical damage. So yeah, much better as horse archers than cavalry. Hey Skybird, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Even though we do have some cavalry, we're just not upgrading these guys to them. We can get these guys in other ways because they are the better cavalry, in all honesty. We just have to recruit them from a certain city. I think. Yeah, we find them in a certain city. It gets right around on deer. We gotta find a place where they can have deer. I haven't been looking for them, but Gimpy needs to run around on an elk or whatever they're supposed to be. So anyway, that's our army. And clan. Excited we're not even halfway through 3. Quartermaster is Gimpy, Scout is our Waywatcher, Surgeon is our first spell singer, and then Engineer. Oh, one of our Glade captains is an engineer as well. Thieves, we don't have any yet still. For some reason. I think it's because we haven't been participating in a whole lot of fights and taking territory. And as a result, we haven't been rewarded with any territories. And we were going to take a castle last week, or a city or something like that, and some douchebag at the last second moved in and overtook our siege. And I don't know how that works, and I'm totally against it because I'm the one who put in the work for it. But I participated in the taking of this castle, city, whatever it was, and they still didn't give it to me. So I was robbed. I was definitely robbed. Anyway, so we are a vassal of Erloth the Bold, leader of Athelloren. Okay, so that's where we are. I guess we should see where we're. Oh, we're not at war with the vampires. These are the Blood Knights or whatever they're. What are they? Even though they hold Wood Elf territories, we're not at war with them currently. Duke of Aquitaine. That's the only real war against. These guys don't count. This is just like a one castle, one village type deal. They're not a threat to anybody. But everybody hates them. They hate everybody else. But anyway, Dukedom of Aquitaine. So they are the weaker force. But they are... way over here. They barely even share a border with... They don't even share a border with us. So... But it looks like we're sieging their city. By the time we get over there, it'll be gone. So I'm not going to worry about it. I want to take care of this stuff down here and try to get this stuff back. Because these are all... all the vampire stuff here, this is all belongs to... Or it's all originally the Wood Elf stuff. Wood Elf territory, which affects the Forest Harmony. So we got to get those back. Now this one, Order of the Blood Dragon. No, you guys are Order of the Blood Dragon too. We want to get this back. Hey, Vukrul's welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Plotting on what I should be doing. That's getting raided. Food, how we got on food? We're 77 days of food. I think